Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chad, that's Chris, and this boy who won't let me touch him is Jordan.
So unenthusiastic about it, too.
There's a reason why I won't let you touch me.
That one sounded
that by itself was
a little weird.
Awful.
Touch yourself, not others, kids.
Yes, don't share the love in this situation. Especially not with him. Today.
It's Jordan. If you didn't see the original intro, which will get pushed to the end, that's the intro you got.
Live with it. Hopefully it doesn't.
I like the other one better. It was too perfect.
It'll get cut to the end. You'll see it.
Yeah.
But go watch the Mario Maker Let's Play so you can see Jordan's introduction to this shit show.
Yes, unless this came out beforehand.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to spoil it again.
That's fine. You can ruin it.
So have you seen on the news that Mount Everest, there's like a lot of people dying due to
crowded.
traffic jams?
It's crowded because people are fucking dumb? Yeah, people are real dumb.
Well, the biggest problem is the fucking people that regulate it all and be like, oh, so we're going to allow this many climbers to go up and everything. Just like, yeah, give us your money. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I don't think they really considered the issue and only considered how much they could make.
So, like...
They probably just wanted the money.
Yeah, they only considered how much they could make.
Look at this shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, so, like, this is... It's a really shitty quality image, but, like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's just people going all the way down the mountain.
There's power in numbers. Okay, maybe that's what they thought. They can stay warm by, like, huddling.
Look at that!
Yeah, see, they can stay warm by huddling over there. Yep.
No, because even at that high, you have to remember, like, you're dealing with oxygen deprivation on top of the cold. I wouldn't want to be up there.
Like,
you wouldn't want to be up there even if you had the option of not dealing with that.
No, but imagine back in the day telling all these climbers, be like, I'm like one of the first people to climb Mount Everest. Yeah, well, big whoop, pretty soon there's going to be traffic jams up at the top.
Yeah, which is sad since it'll downplay their achievement, because back then it was an achievement, because they didn't have as much of the supplies, they didn't have high-tech anything, they didn't have anything to really help them survive.
Is it ethical for trekking companies to accept payment from clients to then place them in high-risk traffic jams at over 8,000 meters? Yes, because the people who book know that this is a common place when you climb to popular mountains for a trophy photo at the top. Is it ethical? That's actually a decent question. I don't think there's an issue with it being ethical. It's trying to make a dollar.
I think it's unethical. I think they're allowing the amount of people to go.
Yeah, it's more of a question of safety when they talk about ethical. Like, is it ethical for them to purposely place the climbers' safety at risk due to traffic jams because of how many, so that way they might not be able to get the help they need as promptly as they could because there's only the one path, pretty much.
Well, the other thing is that
that's the issue that they're bringing up with ethical.
It's not just the trekkers. It's more a matter of the Naples government. They're just like, they're handing out all these permits. I think I heard a statistic where it's like 8,000 people got a permit to be able to go climb it, and it's like you don't even have to like be that special about it. You just have to give them cash, and that's a fucking terrifying thought that like Joe Schmo off the side of the street can fucking give $100 and can lead you up Everest. It's like, what? Why?
Because you have all these rich people that be like, I'm going to climb Mount Everest, blah, blah, blah.
It's like people want to live on Mars. Or the moon.
Yeah.
Let them. Less people for us to feed. Population birth control. Send them all to Mars.
Just give out free condoms. That's all you gotta do. Teach
they
kids
already
about
do
sex.
that.
Yeah, but fucking go to Georgia. How many people?
Listen, the only way you'd get people to take free condoms if you literally bring it to them. And you have to have free condom delivery.
No. I feel like if you went
Listen, there's free condoms as is if you go to certain areas, certain places.
Yeah, you have to go somewhere.
No, but those are places...
Yeah, that's my point.
No,
the only
like
reason they don't is
because... Those are places that people just don't normally go to.
Yes, but I'm saying
if it's at Walmart, you have free condoms out.
That'd be a bad business practice. There's no way they would do that.
I got the both of you. So... I agree with you. Like, they already have the places, but the issue is that there's such a
They won't go to it. That's what I'm saying.
Because there's such a stigma behind it.
Yeah, true, but at the same time, there are other places in certain areas that would probably give out condoms.
Oh, yeah. But
so there is, as long as you know of a place, you can go. It's just a question of whether or not they would be willing to.
Because then you can have those religious people like, you shouldn't need condoms. You should only have sex to procreate.
Yes, or you should wait until you're married.
Wait until you're married. Well, it's like...
Have like an Irish family.
They're all drunk at that point, and they're still fucking sheep.
Wow, and you talked about me.
So
wow, no thanks. So I know where the line is now.
So we both went to school in Providence for a bit. You went to college. I went to middle school and high school. Where's the clinic down there?
Where?
In Providence, because I know there's There's like a Planned Parenthood clinic, but where is it?
I've never gone to Providence College.
No, you went to CCRI, the one in Providence, right?
Warwick.
You went to Warwick?
Mm-hmm.
No, because I thought I picked you up from the Providence campus once before.
No, that was when we were dropping off Tanya to the Providence campus.
Okay.
Remember?
I remember
we were giving her a ride.
All right, so then, what is it? Planned.
It doesn't matter. Planned Parenthood's probably gonna be closed down soon anyway with all these fucking nut jobs.
Probably, but like that sucks.
Yeah.
It is over. Oh, it's over on Broad Street, right near Classical.
Yeah, right near the high school.
Well, I mean that's the best place for it to be, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's also off the street from the Children's Museum.
Yeah, that's even better.
Well, I mean, you're talking about like giving out free commons. You might as well give it to the high schoolers.
Okay, kids. On the way to the museum, we'll go and get you some condoms.
All right, send a high schooler to.
I'll settle with you guys. Yes, Walmart would be a bad choice.
Well,
free condoms should be in the hallways of high schools.
Yeah,
not even in the guys'
just a
counselor
little bowl.
office.
Just a little bowl in the hall.
They have like a little vending machine that's free. Just twist it, condoms come out.
No, because there's still a stigma behind it. Because then you have people who are like, "Oh, you're getting a little baby sized man." You got.
No, because then you're gonna have like the dorky guy going up to be like, "Yeah, I got that." That's in his wallet for like 50 years.
You still got a lot of the people who are like,
who are
self-conscious about it.
Yeah, especially about the size, because that's a huge thing, especially
in high school.
High school is
like they're like, "Oh, my dick's massive," and it's like, just who cares at that point?
Yeah.
Like, that's the shitty part about high school. Like, everybody talks about high school is the best years. I can be the first person to say it. I fucking hated high school.
Yeah,
I hated everybody at high school.
I was fine with high school. I just
see high school like during school kind of sucked, but like the outside world, like the years I was in high school.
So you're talking about the years when you weren't in high school, but you were in high school.
Yeah, it's like
the community aspect.
Yeah, like being that
you're
young.
pretty much talking about your teenage years when you didn't have as much responsibilities and therefore didn't.
So
have
I feel
as
like
much
that's
weight
why
on your
most
shoulders.
people think that the high school
That
years
is
are the best.
because it was the final years before they had to mature and get a job or go on with their careers or ideas or whatever.
So did they send you an invite for the reunion yet?
No. Well, they might have, but I have not paid any attention.
So me either. Like, I've seen it on Facebook. They're all talking about the 5-year, and it's like, why would you want to go to a 5-year reunion for high school?
Even then, my reunion would be a year ahead of yours.
No, but I mean, like, just in general.
Yes, I wouldn't either.
Like, at least go to a 10-year, because at that point, you've already done something with your time.
Yes, you have a lot more to talk about. You probably graduated college by then.
I'll wait till like the 20-year, because maybe I'll be a little more accomplished by then.
The channel might have actually taken off.
It's like, what do? I sling pizzas and run a failing YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's not failing yet.
No, it's actually not failing at all.
Something I actually want to mention in terms of YouTube, Sugar Pine 7, they were part of SourceFed. They recently got broken up. They recently were, I don't know what the exact term is, but they're not working with Rooster Teeth anymore.
SourceFed.
So basically it was a nerd news. It was way back in the day. Steve Zaragoza, Lee Newton, like fairly big names in YouTube for back in the day. It was all started by Philip DeFranco. Either you know who that is. And then he made SourceFed, and SourceFed was basically like a news show where it was quick snips.
Oh, that's over?
SourceFed's been over for a while. But it was one of the guys who did one of the later offshoots of it, Steven Suptic. They made Sugar Pine 7, partnered up with Rooster Teeth, and then they recently were let go. I don't know if they were fired, if they quit, like what happened, but it closed up, and like it's kind of weird because they were doing okay, but their last few episodes weren't doing too great. Like last season, I don't know what a season for them was.
See, I feel like that's really shitty. Like, I feel like if we ever became so big, becoming like the corporate YouTube thing would just be awful.
I would never want to do something corporate. I'd want it to just be us.
See, I would definitely love to have a Rooster Teeth thing where we have like partners.
Yeah, but I don't want it.
But I don't want
be
us
that
being
big.
like, we're your bosses now, bitches.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like if we
I
work
feel
with,
like you would be the first one.
Like if we're working, you do it to be an asshole.
Yeah, you would
like the fuck with
literally do
Carlos.
it.
What do I do?
You'd look at Carlos and be like, "I'm your boss now."
Yeah, that's what I was talking
But it's
about.
like, if we partnered with Carlos, with All for Gamers, so SharePlay 1, All for Gamers, Sector 7, like if we could actually make something as like a group, like that'd be cool, but I don't think it'll happen anytime soon.
Yeah. I don't think any of us would let each other be each other's bosses.
I wouldn't want to be anyone's boss. I think this.
I mean, you guys could have
good.
a fist fight, fair, free for all, and I can. Whoever wins gets to be the big boss, and then whenever you guys vote to kick the big boss out, you guys can have another free for all. I think that'll get a lot of views.
What was it? Mac and cheese wrestling.
I mean,
at 10,000 subscribers, if it ever happens, I will wrestle Chad in a kiddie pool filled with mac and cheese.
That'll take away subscribers. Why would they want to see this?
Because that'll make us get to 10,000.
If you had a free-for-all fight with just a group of your friends who also have channels, that'd be a different story.
That'd be a fucking nightmare.
That'd be fun. And then whoever wins will be crowned king of the channel.
I feel like Leslie is probably the scrappiest out of that bunch.
She whoop all our asses.
It'd either be Leslie or it'd be like Matt.
I would enjoy this very much to see this.
He'd just be sitting on the side with a bag of popcorn like, who's gonna die?
Are you doubting this, brother?
Yes. And while he's in the fight...
I'll just be fucking out of breath within 2 minutes.
Yeah. While he's in the fight, I'll be throwing him a chair or something to throw at everyone else or to beat someone with. I'll just be like, yo, Chris
That'd be
here.
fucking amazing. Holy shit. 10,000 subs, mac and cheese wrestling. Let's do it. Ugh.
I still vote for the free-for-all. Anyways.
That's fucking... I don't know. It's all real weird.
Yeah.
Like, just let people do them. Let people be happy.
Well, that goes down to whether or not they can mesh, with individually, like whether or not they can actually talk and, work together without causing friction.
Just like be a group.
Yes. But it's also depending on whether or not they
Kind
can
of like
actually...
episode 41.
Yeah.
Callback.
Well, with this day and age, a segue to our next topic.
You shouldn't have
You shouldn't have pointed it out.
Why do you think I was trying to tease it?
So instead of doing that, let's talk about Rhode Island again and coffee milk.
Ruined it.
No, what do you...
No. For realsies this time.
This is a segue. It's a segue. You're not getting out of this one. I'm not cutting it either.
I just need to have my guitar be like, segue.
We gotta get an amp for it next. Come on, segue man.
Amp, just the fucking...
Alright,
Come on, segue man. Let's go.
No, what you were talking about, obviously, before I rudely interrupted your segue.
Individuality.
Is it hard for people to be individuals nowadays without being worried that...
Also, we're doing it backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without being worried about, people judging you and everything. Because I remember growing up, it was hard for me. Because I was the only kid in my class that really liked anime. Well, besides with Dragon Ball Z. They all like Dragon Ball Z. But I liked comic books.
Popular.
I liked punk and ska and stuff. So, I like bands like Goldfinger and Real Big Fish. So they'd be like, Goldfinger. And they call me Goldfinger. And I'm like, it's also a James Bond movie.
Not a great one, though.
No.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like...
And then there was a villain in an Austin Powers movie named Goldfinger.
Goldmember.
Oh, Goldmember. That's right.
Because it's a penis reference.
Yes. That's so much better.
I love gold.
Great for you to point that out.
No, but even as an adult and stuff now, it's hard to be an individual and be able to actually say your piece without people judging you or thinking you're an asshole and everything big. No, it's just how I think. It doesn't make me an asshole. It's just my opinion on things.
That when it comes to that, it becomes an issue of whether or not you're, like I was saying before, your individuality, whether it can mesh with another person's. Because from what you're saying, it's more of they'll have their opinions about yours, and you're not trying to be an asshole. And of course, you don't believe you are, but in their view, with their opinion, your individuality is insulting to them, or what you said or whatever is insulting to them because you believe in this or you think of this, and for whatever reason they find that offensive, or they just think that the way you put it was bad or wrong. And so it becomes difficult to not be judged, because no matter what, you're gonna find people who aren't the same as you, who don't share the same views or don't view things the same way. So you will always have the issue. But I believe it is harder, but it's much better to be individual. It's better to be yourself.
The other thing is, as soon as you find a group of people that you can talk to, it usually falls into that issue of you get trapped in that little vacuum of space that's all these people bubble. Well, I mean, they're all saying the same fucking thing, and they're all just oh yeah, you're right, and it's you don't...
There's no challenge, there's no growth, there's no advancement of what you were talking about, or going deeper into whatever it is, because you all already agree, so there's no point in even going deeper because you agree.
It's because everyone's afraid of having like an actual discussion about things. Like everyone's afraid of like, oh well, he thinks differently than me, I can't listen. It's like you gotta, in life, you have to be able to look at everybody and just be like,
that's like the thing I hate the most. Like my group of friends, like we all have different beliefs.
Some stronger than others.
But it's just like some of my friends are big gun guys.
Yeah.
Some aren't. Some believe that Trump's doing a good job. Some don't. But we can all go hang out and talk about it without like just going crazy about it and like not wanting to like.
Yeah, from what I hear most of the time.
But that requires people to like. We're gonna bring it up a bunch. That requires people to actually like be willing to listen rather than just shout nonsense at one another, and that's the bigger problem.
That's the other thing. Like even like I feel like it's a new form of racism.
Well,
like,
that might be
like prejudice.
It's a prejudice.
Prejudice,
being like,
I wouldn't say racism.
Like,
that's
no, it's like this guy walks in with a "Make America Great" hat again. Are you gonna try to say you're like totally against Trump and everything? Are you gonna go out of your way to try to be his friend, or are you just gonna dismiss him as an asshole?
I'd probably just not talk to him.
I'm just going to be neutral because, yes, America has a lot of issues, so I believe that we can do a lot to make it better, but I'm not a huge fan of Trump. But I'm not going to be an asshole to him, and I'm not going to go out of my way to be his friend. But if he's a nice guy and stuff, or we share interests or whatever, and he has a Captain America shirt on at the same time, I can still be his friend. I can still be his friend, and I'm not going to care about the...
You don't have to agree with all of his views, but like if you can find a common ground, it's okay.
Yeah. It's like I don't like a lot of the stuff the Republican Party does, but the Democrats are probably the worst because they like anytime Trump gets mentioned or anything, they just jump down your throat. Like it's like the bully in school trying to dig through the internet to try to find things to yell at somebody about.
Yeah.
And once they find that little thing, they're just gonna press on it. We shouldn't. Who cares what they did when they were younger? Like say like. Oh, he did this, he did that. Who cares? It's what he's doing now. People grow.
But
you know what I mean?
The bigger issue the one issue I'll take with that is that looking at Trump as, and I don't want to get into a Trump rant, but getting into looking at Trump as he is right now, it's disappointing because there's a very fine line of like what the president should stand for and how the president should act and represent our fucking country, and what Trump is doing is not...
You shouldn't be calling like the mayor of like some European country a loser and stuff like he was.
Yeah, like Meghan Markle.
Yeah, he shouldn't be calling her like trash and stuff.
And it's like
I'm in no way supporting Trump. If you watch the show, if I ever met him, I'm not going to say what I'm going to say.
There would be some differing opinions.
Obviously, you wouldn't say it because then you would have a fun time later.
Fucking FBI raids Chad's house. He disappears. Like, who's Chad Paquin? It's like,
he never existed. All the YouTube
where's my
videos
YouTube
are
channel?
gone.
No, it's just like people are so up each other's asses about what they believe in instead of just looking at like who they are, and that's like,
or trying to reach a better goal.
Like that's why I feel like political parties and everything are just awful. Like. Like, I don't, like, say, like, you're a Republican, and you're a diehard Republican, and even if your conscience doesn't agree with them, you're like, oh, it's still my party, I have to go with them.
Yeah, you're talking about loyalty, like, I still have to do with it because it's my party, so I still have to support it to a certain degree at least.
It's kind of like Coke versus Pepsi in terms of loyalty. Like, you're loyal to Coke, but you're like, oh, I like Pepsi Cherry better than I like Coke Cherry. And it's like, I mean, that's a decent example of it because there are a lot of people who are like, oh, you drink Pepsi, it's fucking trash. Or like in my case, in college, I had a computer class. I made a comment about how I like AMD better than Intel. Someone in the front of the class instantly looked at me dead in the eyes and was like, you use that AMD trash? And it's like, they're a company that produces a item that I just use because it's more cost effective. He's like, Intel's better. It's like, I'm not going to get into this because you don't want to listen to an opinion. You want to have your own opinion.
Yeah, and he wants to make you believe his opinion.
It's
like,
the
same thing with the iPhones and with Androids.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing. It's always
Androids are just better.
Listen, I agree. I agree with you, but I'm not going to get into it because it's just...
No, I totally understand why people like iPhones better than...
It's an example, It's just certain people have certain views with that.
We're just going to pause this real quick. Shout out to Jamie, by the way. Sorry about that pause. There was a issue with.
I don't know if she does
my
anymore,
workplace.
but
That's fine.
She might be the one that left.
maybe.
But
Now I lost my train.
political parties and how it's divisive to have
Yes,
the differing opinions.
The loyalty and whether or not, and I said, like, it's the same thing with the Apple iPhone and people with Android. You know, there are always going to be people who believe one is better than the other, and it'll always be like that because that's just how people are.
Yeah, and a better example is whether people think that Xbox is better than PlayStation. Because PlayStation is the more dominant.
If you
system.
wanna play along with this, then there's technically a few more stations that you can do.
No, I'm just busting
Like
everybody's balls.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo is always going to be in its own category.
It's surprising to see Nintendo where it is, but that's.
I don't think
for
you should ever
power.
compare Nintendo to.
We can talk about that in the powers, but I don't know.
I want to watch this fist fight later.
So, like in my case, like I don't really identify as Republican or Democrat or anything.
Yeah.
I'm more in like the line of
In between.
yeah, I'm independent.
It's like at my work, my friend David works there. He's like, a guy came in with a "Make America Great" hat again and like a Reagan shirt, and we both looked at each other like, "Wow!" And he goes up to him and he's like, "Yo, he's a Democrat. He hates Trump." And the guy just looks at me and goes, "Okay."
It's like, all right. It's like it's what I wear.
And then before, I'm like, "I'm not even a Democrat. I hate the Democrats." It's like I'll probably vote Democrat just because they're the lesser of the evil, maybe. Maybe.
like it sucks.
It all depends on what it's gonna be next.
And that's what's worse is like even if, because we were having this discussion beforehand, even if you dissolve political parties in America and it's representatives instead, you can't even say it's parties. It's more a matter of the money that's tied behind everything. Like there's so much that we don't know about that goes on in the political system.
That's a shitty thing, though. Like,
But that's how it
becoming
is.
president is whoever has the most money. Whoever can put the most money out to bring these ads up, to slam their opponents, and put their face in front of the American public to get on these debates and everything.
It's all about the benefits.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't go so far to get the representative power.
Whoever wants their agenda.
I feel like becoming president should take way longer than it takes.
I don't think it should take longer.
I feel like every state should break down their people, and then they should nominate the person and just keep going like that if they have a person that wants to run their state.
I think it should be more a matter of normal people. Like, I don't think it's anybody that should come from money. I think it's people who like bust their ass for a living because
who know what the workmen's troubles are, what the issues are for us who are not even middle class anymore, because that's pretty much gone nowadays.
Yeah,
nowadays it's pretty much upper, lower class, and then
the middle class now is pretty wealthy. Like if you're an actual middle class person.
Yeah, if you're a middle class, it's a very small percentage now.
Like our wealthy
very
is
small
middle class, and you have
though.
like the 1% that's.
It's more of like a lower wealthy class or upper class, lower upper class.
I'm like right above the poverty line.
Yeah,
I'm dangling by a noose.
Yeah.
I'm holding the noose.
Pretty much.
Once Nicole goes to school, that noose is just gonna go.
We're both holding each other, eat one end of the noose, and we're just like trying to stay up there.
I'm just tickling.
I'm gonna let go first. I'm sorry, Chris.
That's fine. I accept it.
The weight is too much.
But it's like,
Look at me.
It sucks with everything going forward because, like, I've said it in a past podcast, so don't expect me to say it. But like the company I work for, our delivery area goes into Barrington, and Barrington is a place that thinks they're made of money, and they're really not. But because they make slightly more than most people, they think they're some kind of hot shit, and I'll be the first person to say it, they treat me, someone who is a food service employee, like shit.
Yeah, just mix my words up. Don't treat the people who make your food like assholes if we could teach you anything.
And there's another thing.
Because we remember who doesn't tip.
Yeah. So
your pizza can come shitty one day, be like, they don't tip, fuck it.
Yeah, in my opinion,
in
the future, if I ever have kids, even if I have a very well-paying job and I'm middle class, upper, yes, I am going to force them to get at least one job in the service industry
for at least a year.
Yes, to see how it is, so they know how to properly treat other people. Because no matter what your service, no matter who it is, there's still a person like you. They still deserve the basic respect that you should be giving them for doing the job, for giving you what they were paying for.
I was very happy in the interview I had today. The guy who was interviewing, I'm like, how do people normally treat you, like when you're working and stuff? I'm not gonna say what it is because I might.
Yeah.
This is actually.
If that's a that's a government job, so you're not gonna fuck that up.
You're already giving too much away just by that.
But it's the FBI.
No, he's yeah.
I couldn't.
He's a secret
I can't
agent.
even imagine that.
That'd
Come on.
Imagine that though.
I can't.
That'd be
Look at
awesome.
him.
Thanks.
Listen, when you imagine secret agent, do you imagine a guy in his basement with a podcast?
Never know.
That'd be fucking amazing.
If
It's the greatest cover.
That'd be so fucking great.
If you can actually find someone like that, kudos to you. I want to watch that podcast.
It's him.
What I was saying is, he's like, no, people actually like treat us like very respectfully, and I'm like, wow, really? He's like, yeah, like if people come up to harass you about things, just politely tell them, and they usually just walk away. And it's gonna be so different because, like in the food industry, probably 50% of the customers are douchebags.
No, 60.
Yeah, I'm more on Chris's side.
I'm going to give you an example.
Well, at your work, I would hate it.
I'm going to give you the
You
example.
would absolutely hate it.
I got a call yesterday for pizza with Italian grinder. She wanted it. She also wanted a menu to come. I didn't have menus. I was waiting for my truck to deliver it all. My delivery driver takes the fucking pizza and delivers it. Forgets the slip that actually has it written on there. Hey, bring a menu. And my truck proceeds to show up with all the menus. I can't find my driver. Woman calls back. Verbatim, you are the most unpleasant person I have ever had to deal with, and you make the worst impression of your company. What's your corporate number, or what's your area manager's number? And I had to give her my area manager's number. Or I gave my area manager her number, and they talked about it.
I never give the numbers out. I'm always like, I will be happy to take your number.
No, I took her number, and I gave it to my area manager. That's what happened. And it was... You could have a million people who could say you make the best pizza, you do the best job with anything. But there's the one person who will shit in your fucking throat, and it will ruin your perspective.
One bad apple ruins the bunch.
See, surprisingly, I never really got that.
Oh, I actually dealt with something similar. It wasn't actually me, but I saw someone who had to deal with something similar the other day. It was super fun.
It's gotta be shittier for you, though.
Oh, yeah, it was super fun. So, a customer comes to the counter, and my coworker was pressing next to serve the next customer, and all of a sudden a kiosk order comes up. And the way they were trained, they had to get the kiosk first because it's the same thing as the customer waiting in line. It's just they aren't there. They put the order in through the computer system. And so the customer assumes that she's going to be served next, but then she isn't. So then when I serve the customer says, okay, I want, and then she says, wait a minute, turns to my coworker and says, I found that incredibly rude and disrespectful that you went and served that kiosk order. I found it very rude. I know that you don't have to.
Gotta be an old person, right?
No. She was
probably a younger uppity bitch.
No, not younger either. She was more like
middle-aged?
Wait.
Yeah, middle-aged, like 40s, 50s. Yep. And she said to my coworker, found it very disrespectful and everything. And my coworker was like, I don't know how to respond because this is how I was trained, and I can't really do anything because there's nothing. It's
just what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
it's my job.
And so they were in a terrible situation. The customer then turned.
Did she have that haircut?
No,
let me speak to your manager.
No, she does not have that.
Oh my god!
And then the customer, after berating my coworker, turns to me and says, "I'd like," and then continues the order as if nothing happened.
It's people who think they're fucking special and deserve special treatment. It's like you're not.
The thing I hate the most is when people come into like your work and be like, "I know you're not supposed to do this, big. You know."
It's like, oh, so you work here, right?
And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "Well, we're actually kind of wrong."
It's like, oh, you're not supposed to make pizzas with gloves? No, we're not supposed to because it's going into a 530 degree fucking oven for 10 minutes and it kills everything on there. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. It's like,
dude,
the laws in Rhode Island say I can do that, so suck my dick and get out of my place.
I literally had to Google it once to show somebody that.
That's fucked.
Which is pretty ridiculous since boiling the temperature for water to boil and that kills germs too. That's what they did in the past to kill germs.
100 degrees Celsius.
Exactly, but the temperature in your ovens
it doesn't do anything. The king germ is like, I'll live.
You know what the funniest thing the most was? I remember a kid came into my work, tried ordering food, then I gave him his receipt. He's like, "What is this state tax and federal tax?" I'm like,
everything has a tax, stupid.
I'm like, oh, it's you just get state and government taxes you on the stuff you get. He's like, no, the company taxes you. I'm like, no, the company charges you the price of the thing. Then we have to do the federal and state tax, so they get a part of the cut. And the kid's like, no, you're lying to me. What is this? I want my money back.
It gets added on, dumbass. They add a 7%.
He made me refund his money because he didn't believe me.
That at the current place you're at, or where I am?
Where you were? Cranston.
That's fucking dude.
Yeah.
That's getting bleeped.
Yeah, that kid was stupid.
What
I wanted to be like, go back to school.
Yeah, no, that's what they're teaching in school. You can get whatever.
They're not
you
even
want by
teaching that.
No,
complaining.
they're more worried about
as long as you complain, you get what you want. That's what they're teaching.
No, that's the society we've built. Is the customer is always right, and it's the worst fucking society we've built. The customer is never fucking right.
I wish I could go into the past of the person who came up with that phrase and just.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's disappointing.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Anyways, though. You know what I wish I had right now? A nice cup of coffee milk. Love it.
What a segue.
I know, right? It's still better than yours.
No, mine would have been good if
I hate the both of you so much.
You shot it
Such
down.
a shitty
so
fucking
bad.
segue.
You know what the problem was?
I did it on purpose.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I had to do
You
it
know
on
what the
purpose.
problem was? I was so excited that we got it. I just fucking blew it.
Yeah, I did it on purpose though. He blew it on accident.
No,
I blew it on purpose.
If you don't know what coffee milk is, it's milk that tastes like coffee.
Where is it?
And no, it is not coffee that you put milk into. No.
It is a delicious syrup.
Yes.
Here it is. It's Rhode Island secret to local drink you've got to try. I don't care about Michelle Obama. No offense.
That
wanna read her
sounds
new book?
nothing
She's
but
a
offensive.
lovely woman, but... So yeah, Autocrat produces a syrup. It's kind of like Hershey's chocolate syrup, but instead of it being chocolate, it's coffee flavored.
Dude, my daughter loves coffee milk. It's hilarious.
It is great.
Every time we get no milk, she's like, I want coffee.
Even as a kid, I loved coffee milk as well.
Yeah. Coffee ice cream's the shit.
Oh, so Trader Joe's is
Haagen-Dazs
actually
makes real good coffee.
bringing it. Oh wow, coffee. So yeah, Trader Joe's is bringing it out.
Well, yeah, because it's literally one of the only like novelty things in Rhode Island.
Well, you got that. You got Dell's.
Like I said, one up.
Go through. Every episode we're doing a different one. You didn't let me do it last week. You're not doing it now.
No, we did one last week.
Yeah, but I wanted to go through all of them.
Oh, okay. All right.
You cackle.
The other ones will get bleeped out for sanity's sake. But yeah. So it's like, what was the last week? Dell's?
Yeah.
Dell's is a fucking staple in Rhode Island.
You know why I appreciate Dell's more? Because I had lemonade the other day at the wedding I went to. And I'm like, I had a watermelon one. I'm like, it's good. But there's just something special about Dell's. It's so much better.
It's the cocaine they put in it.
That's why I got
Yeah, I cannot stress the tiny amount of cocaine.
That'd be
I cannot stress how small it is.
How much shit do you think Dell's would get?
I wish I can go back in time and drink the Coke that had cocaine in it.
No, you don't.
I just want to know what it did. It's for curiosity's sake.
It made you want cocaine.
It's like, it's fucking good.
Crushing glass bottles of Coke
How many
filled.
bottles of Coke have you had today?
Give me more.
93.
Your heart would have stopped by then.
Definitely.
Your
Holy
heart,
shit.
Your heart would have stopped
Spike
by
of
number
diabetes
5.
happens.
Not even you would
It's
die
the
just by the
diabetes or
cocaine.
the cocaine. It's one of them is gonna catch you. That's fuck. It's
The cocaine
weird.
would have killed you
It's
first.
weird how far we've come.
And I like
It's
how they kept the name Coke.
It's Coca-Cola.
Yes,
Coke
get it
is
right.
the abbreviation.
Get it
On
right.
the Diet Coke cans, it says Diet Coke.
Does it?
Yeah.
No, because I want to double check.
Well, there's good reason not to believe you. Your track record, as far as I've been told.
Oh no, it does. That's weird.
It says it on the vanilla Coke too. It looks.
Does it?
You didn't type it right. Good job.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
It still didn't show it.
No.
No, because here it is.
No,
vanilla Coca-Cola.
no. Any diets will automatically say.
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, diet.
All
They have
diets,
Coke
depending.
Zero.
That's weird. Why would you do that though?
And it's funny because it's like COCA
No.
is Coca.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
then it's COKE
for Coke. Yeah. I don't know.
Hold on. What is it? COKE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why?
Yeah, and it's all diet or zeros. Like it'll always
Yeah,
be
because there's
Coke.
this one,
Yeah, that's what I was
which is
trying
like
to point out.
orange.
Can I put out there, Patty made me drink Diet Coke so much because she likes Diet Coke that when I drink regular Coke now, I just
What's
don't
wrong
like
with
it.
her?
She just likes to taste better.
No, it's the
I like-
aspartame that's in it.
Diet Coke tastes better than Coke.
No, you want to know what tastes better? Water.
Living. I drink water and seltzer water. If I had to have that little
Do you prefer
fruitiness.
water with lemon in it?
No,
Why?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't care. And
Just water's water.
Dude, I get
Yeah,
mad when I
pretty
go to a
much.
restaurant. and they
like
have
there are
water.
some people who
I'm
try
like,
to
I
tell
asked
me.
for water, sir, not this trash.
Yeah,
Throw
no.
it.
Like some people, they taste the difference between Fiji water and regular water.
That I
No,
can
it's-
say exists.
No, smart water.
Oh, smart
There's
water.
a difference between water tastes. Like you can get water out of the tap, and I can smell it and tell you what's
I'm
different.
not a big Poland Spring fan.
I'm not
like
going to
both,
say
right?
that there's not a difference between tap and bottle. There's definitely, I can taste the difference between that. But when it comes to like actual bottled water comparing, there's might be a few differences depending on
I can
what
tell
it is
the
like.
difference.
Try Evian. Like Evian is so it's trash.
Oh,
I don't know if it's the
I-
plastic.
great.
No,
Thanks
'cause
for
it might be the
I do
plastic.
like Aquafina.
That's a Coca-Cola product. I don't want to support them.
it is.
It's probably the plastic.
No, smart water. If you drink
Uh.
that while you're drinking, and like right before you go to bed, no hangovers.
Just because there's electrolytes in it.
It's really good.
I don't know. It's whatever.
I'm sure you learned that from high school
Experience.
years. Oh, experience, great.
Being an
Great.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, I bet you got in loads of trouble.
No.
Jordan,
Of
you
course
saw
not.
the shit that I used to get into, so...
Listen, I know what you got into. All right, and that's what made you, in my opinion.
Just because it was that hobo's ass
But if
that
somebody,
one time doesn't
if
mean anything.
somebody else saw what you did, they would be very against you.
Probably.
Yes, definitely.
So, back in high school and stuff, did you guys ever film anything?
Yeah.
That was high school?
It's porn.
What? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I wasn't involved in that section. That was all you.
No, yeah, we filmed a lot of stuff. What was the other one that you wanted me to look up? Hold on a second. Because I can find it. Just, what was there it is. And then... How'd I find it again?
You
Click
click
it.
onto it, you go onto the...
There we go. Okay. So,
and then it was the Pepsi Cola.
for what...
We're gonna do both, but we're not gonna play. If you know this, it sucks. At the end of it, once like you tell it stops, you need to play the audio though, because the music stops.
Maybe. So, I'll show you this, because it's something that Jordan and I had way back when. This was Player 2. I guess the brainchild of what this was, like where we kind of started with all of this.
I would say the origin.
Yeah, this is where Jordan and I really made our start. We had 30 subscribers, which was kind of cool, but
Especially considering we didn't know jack shit about
Yeah.
what we were doing. We still don't. We're literally playing.
so
we're
this 2
literally
years
doing
ago,
what it
19,
is.
18, 2017. Wow, holy shit. So yeah, we had a whole bunch of videos. We had No Man's Sky. We had Shenanigans of the Doomed. We had the Drunk Saga, which was that was a clusterfuck. If you ever
You guys
watched
make me
those.
feel so upset about how young you are.
And then we also had Smash
It's
Bros
okay.
for a while.
I mean, it's kind of not, but it's still okay.
I mean, I could have already went to my 10-year reunion.
Probably, yeah.
I could have.
Oh, that sucks. You're old.
I guess now we know why you were trying to say the 20-year reunion is your goal.
Yeah.
I see.
But so yeah, we had Player 2.
Honestly, I didn't expect that you would already be past the 10-year union.
30, boy.
I did not know.
You're 25, 26.
23.
No.
No,
You guys literally both went
wait,
right around
are you-
it. Went
24?
right around it, yes.
Oh, you're Nicole's age.
Yes, you guys both went around. He just said 25, 26, and you said 23.
Well, he's
Yeah,
a
'cause you're-
baby, so I thought
Yeah,
you
but
were
I'm
close to
saying
his
you
age.
guys both like
Yeah, 'cause
went
your
right
birthday's
around.
next month, right?
Yes, but a little over a month away.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I remember it.
yeah.
We're not sharing it on air because
He's so
you also
afraid to
don't know
share
when this is
personal
getting.
information.
You're not.
All right,
gonna
tell
know
us
when
your
this-
social security, and
Social
I'll share.
Security,
I'll share Chris's
birthday, including
My
year.
birthday is January 27th, 1989. If you would like to send me presents.
I don't think anybody.
Chris
really...
is like, I'm just going to bleep all that out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna get bleeped.
it's just gonna get bleeped.
Anyways, so this was apparently Chad's foster child.
Yeah, before this, like, I had a friend that we used to, like, remake movies really shittily. Kind of like, have you seen Be Kind, Rewind?
No.
It's a movie where like
do remember. I did see that.
Yeah, Jack Black works at a video store, but all the movies get erased because he has. It's a long story. But
is it an 80s movie or 90s movie?
Oh, it's like a late 2000s movie.
Oh wow. Okay.
But basically, he has to like remake all the movies, and the people who come to the video store actually.
Okay.
Nothing.
So we used to do that, and we used to make like Jackass stuff. But
like
then,
this?
Like, no, this is me and my friend Kyle.
Do you want to keep? Yeah.
I could see.
So,
this is the one that play the audio. Restart it.
Oh, is that Chad?
Restart it.
Holy
play
shit!
the audio.
So
Why are you being a salty little bitch?
So
Here,
controlling.
I'll even turn up the audio so they can hear it better.
You can't hear it though.
No, we already discussed this. Remember?
I don't want it to get fucking capped.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna close the audio due to the fact of I don't need it to get copyright strikes. Wow, this is Baby Chad? Was that Baby Chad? Look at Baby Chad! Holy shit.
It's a lot thinner.
He just really loves saying Baby Chad. We should change your name to Baby Chad.
Is that the same guitar?
Yeah.
Wow. That was, hold on. We're gonna take a quick 10 seconds. That was some high quality fucking edit. Look at that! Hot damn! Wow! Oh, fucking Obama, I approve this shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
wow.
I told Kyle we were going to
show. You guys did a great job. You should have kept that channel going.
No, I told Kyle we were going to show. He's like, you're going to embarrass the shit out of me, aren't you?
So, alright,
oh, don't worry. Only 98 people so far are seeing this.
Hold on, 88 views. That we just added to that. We're going to give it a like.
Thank you.
And then, what is... So
this is our rolling video.
This one we definitely can't play.
Yeah, we're not playing the audio for this one, like, whatsoever. If you want to see it, go check it out. Chad will tell you
this
what
is
it's
us making fun of Roland. So we're being...
By...
Limp Bizkit. So we're being as stupid as we can.
I thought that was the other one's goal.
Both of them.
Oh, okay. Makes sense then.
It concerns me, like, he's wearing the headband. Like, I don't... Oh, wait.
You're still wearing the sunglasses.
I apologize. The video wasn't up because I'm fucking half incompetent.
What do you mean? What part of it wasn't up?
It was probably, like, right around here.
Oh, it doesn't matter then.
It was 17 seconds.
They can go on to there to watch it.
Jesus Christ.
Nice Honda Accord.
Fucking... He's got a Honda Accord. Wait, what year was it?
93, I think.
2001.
Ah, close. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck is that? You had to get the female demographic into it, yeah?
No, they pushed her out. Wow.
Limp Bizkit mix.
Oh my god. If we get a copyright strike from having this... Chad, now you have a headband and it makes me more disappointed.
He had one
Was that the lawnmower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Oh my god.
He had a headband throughout. He even has one under his hat.
And this is hilarious too, because she slaps us for real, then she fucking elbow drops me. And that hurts so bad.
I think you deserved it for making that. You deserve that and worse for making that. No offense, but that was...
When we start doing skits, you guys have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, you have a really low bar to meet. Holy shit.
Listen, it's just like what I told you earlier. You know, it's not that hard for No Man's Sky to go from a 0 to a 1 on their rating, okay? It was just awful at first. It's very easy to get better.
Jordan and my stuff, our old stuff is like...
Hey, that Roland video got 106 views.
10 years ago. That's 10 years worth of possible views.
We added to that today.
Yeah.
So go look up Bring Us of Sauce.
Don't.
If we ever change the name of our channel, we'll change.
They won't even find it because remember the issues we had just finding it?
Because you spaced it. You can't space it.
Go look up Player 2 and don't ever like any of the videos or watch any of them because they were fucking trash. We were using a Blue Yeti microphone.
Yeah, after that.
Jesus. But wow, that's a trip down memory lane. One I never wanted to go down, but we did.
Dude, I wish I could find my older videos. I thought you put that on fucking Robert.
No, I put it on silent, and I don't know why it played.
We can just cut that. Or we can just increase the volume, so that way it only...
You know what we can do? On that note, thanks for watching Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chad, that's Chris, this is Jordan. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us, and go follow us on the Instagrams and the Twitters.
Wow, you speak very good Americanese.
Touch yourself, not others. Hi, Mom. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Chad's mom.
Share the love.
Bye.
See you later.
Do you want to intro this one? Or do you want to? Or do you want me to just...
I'll do it because you steal it from me all the time.
Steal is a hard term to put down.
This is 42, right? No, it's 43.
No, but you want to know what it is? Welcome back to Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chris, that's Chad, that's Jordan, and you also saw a conversation beforehand seeing me steal it.
I hate you.
That was perfect, though. You gotta give it.
It was so well timed.
I felt it coming a little bit, so I'm like, maybe he won't be a dick.